Hallo, ik ben Vincent van BanjoTown en we gaan een hele vette game checken, namelijk helemaal gebaseerd op muziek. Geen Guitar Hero, geen rockband, nee het is gewoon Aerosmith 2014.
BanjoTown Uncoin.
We've seen a very good presentation about Aerosmith 2014 and I'm here with...
My name is Nicholas Bernardi and I'm the lead audio designer at Ubisoft San Francisco and I work on Aerosmith 2014.
Aerosmith 1 was classed as the fastest way to learn to play guitar, and Aerosmith 2014 takes it to a whole new level. So Aerosmith 2014 comes with a real tone cable. This plugs directly into your PlayStation 3, your Xbox 360, PC or Mac. You plug the other end, which is a 1/4-inch jack, directly into any electric guitar or 4-string bass. Once you boot up the software, you're going to get taught exactly how to tune the guitar, hold the guitar, how to hold the pick. Every single aspect the pure beginner needs to know to be able to start playing. Once you've got those simple things down, you're then going to start playing some notes. The Aerosmith interface marries traditional tablature with a very modern spatial layout. What this gives you is not only the numbers that you can refer to if you know how to read them, but you also get the exact point where you need to put your finger. Even at the simplest levels, you just see 2 on the red string, which is the low E. But then when it gets much more complex, you see the patterns. So you see the motion that your fingers need to take. And then as you play and you prove to the game that you can get it right, it will actually level you up. It's responding dynamically to your skill level. If you can already play a bit, you can even go into the options and adjust the difficulty of the whole song or just the specific sections that you want to make harder or easier.
Nice, it was a very good thing to see how you can play it, even for beginners and experts. And I have a few questions.
Sure.
Can you sing with this game? Because
Yeah, so in the first game we supported a microphone where you could plug in and sing along and play, and we kept that for the second game.
okay, because I've not seen it in the demo, but maybe.
Well, we don't plug in a microphone. None of us like to sing.
Nobody can.
Our voices, not so much.
You can train it maybe with the game.
Yes, you could.
Is there a thing that you can train it?
No, we treat it more like karaoke. So if you notice in the left side of the screen, you actually see the words go by and it counts them off as it goes by, much like karaoke does. So.
Cool.
We often talk about learning to play the guitar as actually just learning to play songs. So what we wanted to do was create a mode which is purely learn a song. Song-specific recommendations. What this does is actually look at your performance not only as a whole, but specifically on that song. So if you're struggling with the solo, it'll help you and give suggestions to improve that. If there are techniques or chords that you've never seen before, it'll know, and it'll be able to introduce lessons.
And can you send custom music to the game?
No, but we do have, so there's 50 songs on the disc for Aerosmith, or above 50 songs, more than 50, for Aerosmith 2014. So when you get the game, if you had the first one, you can also import all of the songs from that one. So that's another 50 songs there, another 50 plus songs. On top of that, we have all of our legacy DLC from Aerosmith 1, right? So all the DLC, if you had Aerosmith 1 and you bought a whole bunch of DLC and you're like, wait a minute, I just spent like $20 on all this DLC, all that carries over, don't worry. You can re-download it again for Aerosmith 2. So we have like 180 something some odd DLC songs, so you got a ton of music there.
Well, in Aerosmith 2014, you're able to pause right in the middle of a song and enter a mode we call Riff Repeater. So Riff Repeater even allows you to set your own targets, that when you complete them, it could launch directly, seamlessly back into the song. Not only can you isolate just that one individual section, you can actually change the section lengths or shift it anywhere in the song instantly. So now, not only is Riff Repeater faster, because you want to learn guitar fast, but you can do anything you want with it. It is fully customizable.
Is there more? We've seen the games, the little 8-bit games.
The mini games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there coming more, or in the future maybe?
So We don't have plans for coming out with any more just yet. But on the disc, you got 11 guitarcade games. They're called. So they focus on the individual techniques to play. So you'll notice there's a game for just sliding, or a game for just doing bends, or a game for just tremolo, right? So what's great about it is you're learning a song, you're playing a song, and then when you're done, Rocksmith recommends, which I'm assuming Paul told you about, says like, hey, why don't you go try to riff repeat this section, or why don't you take a look at this chord you haven't seen before, or you know what, the next time we level up, you're going to see a slide, and you haven't seen a slide before, so why don't you go play the mini game on slides, and it'll tell you how to do it.
When you master a section, when you take it to the highest difficulty, you'll notice the notes start to fade away up until a point where they're completely gone. It's not the whole song that fades away, it's per section. So if you're great at that beginning riff, that'll be mastered and disappeared first. But if the solo's still tricky, you'll still see the notes. And once they've gone away, if you mess up, they'll fade back in. Now you're playing from memory. Now you know how to play the song. When you complete a song, you'll be given your mastery rating. This is essentially your high score. Remember, the only way to reach 100% is to be able to play note for note exactly what the original guitarist played on the record.
One big question. I've seen that you can play with a full band, even if you are alone in your room. Can you record those music? So you can record everything, that you can put it on your computer or upload it on YouTube maybe?
So we didn't put in any recording functionality for the reason that we came into a couple technical hurdles. For the consoles, it's really difficult because it's a black box. You can't really get it off of it. So we didn't want to make it just a feature for one and not for the others. We wanted it to be kind of a complete thing. And then we thought like, well, you know, when you really look through YouTube, like people are capturing the game all over the place. People do game captures like professionally all over the place, and they're doing it way better than a tool that we could build in here anyhow. They probably would use their own means to begin with. So we kind of left it up to you guys, but it's, you know, it's very simple. You do it all the time.
On the PC, yeah.
Yeah. So actually what we did because we know people are going to want to use session mode to play along with the band and probably make music with it and probably record with it. So you can turn the tempo slew. Paul told you about that, how the band... Yeah. So you can turn that off if you want it just nice to a click at like 120 or whatever you want. So then you can put it right into your music making software and then add on top of it.
It's like the band standing behind you and feel what you feel like if you a real rock star, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you did, right, in the game.
Well, it's so important to be able to start learning how to improvise and start creating your own stuff. You really need musicians that are going to play along with you, right? So to do that in a video game, you need AI musicians who are going to do it. So it was a natural kind of progression to end up there.
Rocksmith 2014 has over 85 lessons, which puts it at 3 times the content of Rocksmith 1. Rocksmith features over 50 plus songs right there on the disc, everyone from Aerosmith to Oasis. We also have an expansive library of over 200 songs available to download. All the tools and big name artist songs are going to be available from the start. They're all fully unlocked.
We hebben net echt een ontzettend gave presentatie gezien en ik mag weer lekker Nederlands praten. Het was echt ontzettend vet. Ik ben echt zo enthousiast over deze game. Ik vond toen het uitkwam dacht ik van, ja, het is wel uniek en het is nieuw. Maar bij deze uitvoering gewoon een sequel. Het is gewoon echt alles verbeterd. Het lijkt gewoon alsof je in de woonkamer staat en een complete band achter je staat, meespeelt. Als jij een lage tempo gaat, de band speelt met je mee en gaat langzaam in dat tempo op. En het is gewoon amazing om het zo te zeggen. Echt waar, ik ga zeker eraan denken. Ik heb geen gitaar, ik heb een drumstel, ik drum. Maar dit is echt om te oefenen voor zowel beginners als expert. Een aanrader, Rocksmith 2014.
But we provide a guidance system that we refer to as missions. These will encourage you to go and try things you haven't tried before, increase your mastery on different songs, maybe even go and try and beat some of your friends' scores in the guitarcade. So, whether you want to learn a song, whether you want to compete, whether you want to create your own music, you have everything you need or desire with playing the guitar with Rocksmith 2014.